Going live, going live, going live. Welcome everyone to your host with the most, Eye Patch Griever, as always. Bringing you guys, well, not as always. I mean, this is a little funky new change, isn't it? And it's definitely not Halloween anymore, so who'da thunk it? But either way, Miscellaneous Comic Chapter 15 Reaction. Come to you live. Right now. We, of course, are going to do our obligatory 10-minute run-off time, and then we will be jumping straight in to the chapter. I've been told to stream this chapter. I've been told this chapter is super hype. So I was told that this is entitled, its epithet is the chapter. The chapter. So we're going to have to wait and see what goes down. We got some super hype, so a little bit of world building, a little bit of power scaling going on in the last chapter. So it should be extremely interesting to find out what happens now. This fine Tuesday evening, chapter 15. Nevy's in here and says, Eye Patch Griever. Yes, I decided to become a pirate. I'm so into One Piece, I decided to become a pirate for this stream. I just thought it was a good look. A medical eye patch is the new look for me. Clover Sincere says, Hey, Griever. Hi, Clover. How you doing? How's Nevy doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Once again, little bit of a 10-minute run-off, 8 to 10 minutes, and then we'll jump right into the chapter, and we'll see what goes down, and if anybody wants to stick around and do a little bit of VC and Miscontents Discord afterwards to talk about the chapter a little bit, then that's fine too. That's cool too, right? Artist is in here, says, Pirate Griever. Exactly. I'm going to find the One Piece, let me tell you. Miscontent says, interesting look. I know, right? It's almost like it's one of those crazy things. It's like one day you happen to get a really bad eye infection and boom, all of a sudden you're after the One Piece. You know? It's one of those crazy things that happen, right? Clover said, I'm good. Is your eye okay, though? No! Not at all. It's unsightly, it's swollen, it's throbbing. I hate my life. But, hence the eye patch. I got some cream for it. Unfortunately, Canada medical care is, it's just as good or bad. It's better than America's, but it's still got plenty of flaws. Problem is, of course, you can't just go to the pharmacy and get steroid cream, right? And that's what I need. I need this thing called Turbidex, which is a steroid and antibiotic cream that I used before when my last time I got eye surgery. The same thing's happening to this one. Unfortunately, the pharmacy can't do that without a prescription. I can't go see my doctor until next week. So, which I do have a scheduled appointment, but I can't go see him until next week. So, I just got to make do with the really shitty over-the-counter stuff that I got, right? So, is what it is. So yeah, very unfortunate. And I would have liked to buy one of those. You guys ever seen them? I would have liked to buy one of those Japanese. Like, the Japanese are pretty smart people, all right? Because they invented that eye patch that a lot of, manga characters wear. You know, the square with the breathable, it's still a gauze, but it's got the breathing, holes in it. And it also has the 2-string across the square patch rather than just this one, like a pirate. Because honestly, this gets really irritating. It's right on my brow, and it's not very comfortable after a long amount of time. You know what I mean? But if you had the other string that goes this way across the nose, you'd probably be far better off, I would think. You know? And anyways. Yeah, I just need surgery on the eye, but I gotta go see, I need surgery on the eye. The eyelid's right swollen and red and gross, and I just didn't want to, honestly, I bought the eye patch for you guys, because honestly, it's unsightly, it's gross, and I'm looking like Igor's, yes, Master Frankenstein, yes, I might as well, get some fake teeth and stuff to really make it look bad, so. Mostly got the eye patch on for you guys, so, because I knew you'd have questions, but at least I look more like a pirate than than Quasimodo, right? So, and Artist said the Kanaki eye patch. No, it's more the, you know how One Piece still doesn't have the eye patch pirate? Right here. Clover says, I hope it heals soon. Yeah, me too, but I need surgery on it, so it's not going to heal for a little while. Bam Marsh says, yo. Bam Marsh is in here as well. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? So. But yeah, Canadian healthcare is definitely good because the surgery will be free and a lot of shit will be free, but it's the wait time. It's the wait time. Like, I've been waiting a dermatologist for all the redness on my face for fucking months now. Like, it just sucks. It just really sucks. You gotta wait that long. So, I'm gonna try an oral medication for my face. Hopefully I get the Turbidex from my doctor next week, and hopefully that takes care of the swelling, right? Because the hot compresses aren't working, you know what I mean, so. Nevis said, buy more pirate stuff to wear in the meantime. Yeah, I should just wear an entire pirate outfit and just say, oh yeah, it's my new look. You know, so nobody questions every fucking 5 minutes. Ben says, I hope you enjoy this chapter. I hope so too. I imagine the chapter's pretty hype. I haven't read, of course, into the server comic today. I know Misk already did his reaction. I gotta go check that out after this while I'm cooking supper or something like that. I'll listen to that while I'm cooking. So I'm trying to get this stream out and done so I can like take my time cooking and stuff like that. It's a little later than I wanted to start the stream, so yeah. Anyways, that being said, I don't think there's anybody else that necessarily is gonna run right over for this stream. So we could just get started. We're 5-6 minutes into the stream. I don't see a reason not to. And then, as I said, because the stream might go a little longer, if I'm still feeling up for it, we can do a little bit of VC on stream after the fact. So, anyways, well, let's just get started. Let's just get started reading Miscellaneous, Chapter 15, entitled The Meeting. Ooh, the meeting, the big thing. Remember the last chapter height. Remember last chapter height? Height? Yeah, because I'm tall. Last chapter, I'm just average. Last chapter hype. So let's just jump right in. Let's see what this is all about. So chapter 15, the meeting. First panel. So we still got Clover and Fuse, which it was confirmed that Fuse is not one of the 10 deities. The deities. You know, one of the 10 deities of out of the 10 that we saw. We were only realistically, we only ever confirmed Clover. So, and it could be Clover's evil twin sister, right? But it would be ironic if she was going to the meeting when she wasn't silhouetted. So, I mean, it's entirely possible Band's going a telenovela sort of route with it, but I sort of doubt it. So let's see. Remember to speak clearly if you have something to say. You tend to mumble a lot. And raise your hand before you speak. Don't just blurt stuff out. And if you fart, say excuse me. Just shut up already. Okay, so I wonder... Okay, so Fuse is going there as like a vice captain in this regard. If we're going to look at this as a meeting of the Gote 13 or any of those groups, 10 Wizard Saints or whatever, this is like the bodyguard slash the vice captain slash the right hand, the first mate, whatever you want to look at it. So, let's see. Coming around the corner, we seem to have an individual. 2 individuals. Ooh, okay. Who are these 2 individuals? Both seemingly... Oh, I think that's meant to be... Okay, that's crosshash shading. At first I was like, ooh, this is a burn victim or some shit. Like, yeah, we got a... Excuse me. Oh, wow. How do I drink beer on stream all the time? I actually do the hydrating thing, have a little bit of water, and that's when I get a tickle in my throat? Okay, so this is meant to be shading. At first I was thinking like burn victim scars. Dude in a suit. Looks pretty cool. Got some menacing looking eyes. And like a little, either, hard to tell if it's a boy or a girl. And someone a little more chibi-like or whatever. Okay, so we got a pairing here. They seem to be walking together. One tall, one short. Meeting up. They're looking at Clover and Fuse. Okay. And boom. Hello there. It's been a while, Clover. It's nice to see you again. Likewise, Euler. Oh, this is Euler. Oh, okay. So wearing the 3-piece suit, looking a little Count Dracula-esque with the sleekness there. But okay, cool. All right. So this is one of them. So now we've met one of them, and this is Euler's character. Okay, so far, liking the design. Sort of missed the fact that because Band was shading right here, like I was expecting him to have like a mustache, like yours truly, a mustache. But I'm sort of missing the fact that he doesn't get the mustache. Like, because in the first shot with all the shading, it looks like he has like a really like scraggly mustache, and it looks kind of cool. So it's like, oh, that's too bad. But yeah, anyway, cool design. I like the hairstyle and everything. So let's see. So they're exchanging pleasantries, and I assume that this little one here, the short girl or boy or whatever, is meant to be another vice captain, vice deity, if you will, a vice god. Let's see. Fuse says, that's odd. I'm pretty sure there's a height requirement to be a vice guild leader. I don't think you're qualified, JP. Oh, it's JP's character. Where JP is on and off active all the time, so it makes sense that I wouldn't even think about JP in this instance. And last time I checked, there was also... Yeah. Jesus, see? This is why I drink beer on stream. No snotting, no sneezing, no random bubbles out of the mouth, no tickles in the throat. Hydrating's bullshit. That or it could be because I'm all trying to doped up on fucking whatever I fucking took. This shit is actually, the last of my little shit is full of steroids. It's sort of, not expired, but it's like I only had a little bit left. So I got antibiotics and steroids in the thing. And sometimes it just gives you sort of a, sort of that sort of feeling, that little daisy feeling. So you don't drive apparently when you take this shit, so I don't drive with it, but yeah. And I'm trying to be good, not drinking alcohol with it either, so. Let's see. And last time I checked, there was also a strength requirement. You're not qualified either, Fuse. Oh. Talking the smack. It's going to be, what's so goddamn funny? I'm waiting for that. Ha 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 ha. Boom. Oh, shit. Wanna take the... Oh, look. Oh, damn. Okay. This shot of JP right here, that's some good shit. I knew I called it. Want to say that again, you little bitch. You know, we knew that was coming. And let's see. Like the veins on JP and the shading coming down with the spiritual pressure and stuff and these close-ups between Fuse and JP. That's pretty cool. Want to take this outside? I like the text box too. I'll put your sorry ass 6 feet under. Sorry, I can't hear you from up here. Want me to get you a stepladder, little man? Oh, they're both talking smack. They're both really talking smack. Okay. I like this. I like seeing the rivalry. I like seeing all of this. This is pretty cool. Let's go back and check the chat, because last time I didn't do that. I just read the chapter last time, so let's see. Clover says, Misc. Okay. Sure, Clover. We'll go with that. Clover said, yes, my evil twin sister, Revolk. Yes. Kanye's in here, says, sup, Kanye. Skin said, I have arrived. The eye patch. I'm a pirate now. I'm officially a pirate. Join the Griever Pirates. Here's what we'll call it. Join, my friends, the Ponytail Pirates. That's my new name. My name in the world of One Piece, the Ponytail Pirates. PP. We are the PP Pirates. See, you guys will take that and run because you're all fucking 12 years old and children. So you'll all take that shit. Oh, the PP Pirates, PP. You know, it's funny. It's funny. Let's see. Miss said, Mr. Thumbnail Man and his sidekick, OG Miscord Pepper. There we go. Kanye said, remember kids, drink beer. Exactly. Kanye said, also, why do you have an eye patch? Are you becoming an anime mentor character? Abso-fucking-lutely. I lost this in the war. Like, you know how Lieutenant Surge explained about a Pokemon war in 1996, and to this day, 2021, we still know fuck all what he meant by a Pokemon war? Yeah, it's going to be that open-ended shit that you guys are never going to understand. Also, we have 6 people in here and only 4 likes. What's going on here? Skin said, drink irresponsibly. Exactly. Kanye said, remember, always drink and drive. Never look both ways when crossing the road. Wear your elbow and knee pads only when you're going to bed. Not when you're crossing the street. Nemi said, drink? More like, I got nothing. There you go. Skin said, oof, 2 dislikes. Nah, sucks to be them. Clover said, can I join the PP Pirates? Absolutely, you can join the Ponytail Pirates, but you need to have a ponytail. I don't care if you buy a wig. I don't care if you put in hair extensions. You need to have the capability of having a ponytail. I don't care if you shave everything but the ponytail like some crazy kung fu monk. Ponytail required. Don't care the style. Don't care how you wear it. Ponytail required. No man buns. We are against our arch rival are the white boy man buns. The white boy man bun pirates. Trying to be Japanese samurai. Failing miserably at even being cool hipsters. That's our rival. That's our rival. Kanye said, the Ponytail Pirates will become the next Yonkos. Also, don't patronize me with the PP Pirates. I am totally patronizing everyone with the PP Pirates. Kanye said, time to get some Ponytail boys. The Ponytail boys! That's right. And we're including women too, because we are not sexist. I think. Okay, moving on. So, let's see. The next page after JP and Fuse's pissing contest of spiritual prowess. Let's see. So we got Euler, ahem. Tick. And JP walks away. Fuse, says Clover, relax, I was just kidding. Oh boy, is that Clover and Euler I see? Oh, he totally screwed us. He totally screwed us. It's totally banned. It's totally banned. Yeah, because everyone thought, because Ban told us that only two of them, they were all guild leaders and only 2 of them had been seen in the story so far, and everyone for some reason assumed it was Fuse. I remember that, both in my reaction initially and in Misk's. But Ban told us Fuse is not one of them. So, because the silhouette looks so similar. So, this means that Band, who we saw before, is officially the second one that we saw. And Kofa vice leader. Okay, cool. And Kofa looking, hashtag not a furry, but that's all I'm going to say about that. It's been so long. I hope you've all been doing well. Yo! Yeah, Clover looking. Euler right. They look weary of Band. Ruse! PJ! How you two been? I love the whole I don't know your names. This could be that whole, oh, I'm overly friendly outside, but he actually doesn't remember their names because he thinks they're worthless, like below them, like not worth a notice. We've seen that type of character before, right? The one that acts outwardly all peaceful and cheerful and like, oh, I'm so sorry I got your name wrong. It's just been so long. It's like the reason he doesn't remember their names. Who does that the best? Who does that the best? There's somebody there. I'm trying to think of it. Shit. I can't think of it, but it's the person who acts all, hi, I'm pretty and I'm so great. It's like the reason they don't remember their names is because they don't even acknowledge them. And I can't remember. I'm thinking of one specific character. It's been done with multiple characters, but I'm thinking of one. Yeah, I'm thinking of one. Anyways, it could be that way, or that's why they're weary of him, or this is just his quirky trope. This is just his little quirk, like, oh, I totally get people's names wrong. Let's see. How do you even mess up JP? Well, that's a good point. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been a bit absent-minded lately, but you all seem fine enough, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Clover says, Band. Who is that? Oh, my new vice guild leader, Kofa. Okay, so Kofa's new. A new vice leader. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I hope we can all get along. Isn't she just great? You see, I met her. That's not what I meant. Oh, gonna ask where's the old vice leader? That's gonna be the next question, right? She's the new one. Gonna remember where the old one is. Isn't she great? I just met her. I found her by the river. Happy coincidence. Funny story. Let's see. What happened to your previous vice guild leader? Killed him, right? The one that you showed up with at the last meeting. The one that you showed up with last meeting. That's not an incorrect sentence, but it should be, what happened to your previous Vice Guild leader? The one that you showed up with at the last meeting. It would just flow a little better. But anyways. Band. Well, Band. Ooh, look at Band. Look at Band with this serious eye. Like, maybe he, like as I was saying before, maybe I've already caught Band's character. Maybe he's sadistic. Maybe he's that sort of, oh, I'm outwardly cheerful and I'm just such a nice, easygoing guy. But meanwhile, he's like sadistic and he's just like, oh, well, if you're not going to make me any money, you're trash and your life doesn't matter. You know, he could be that kind of like matter-of-factly about it. He could be that kind of scary person. He could be. Let's see. Oh, her. It seems she wasn't cut out for guild work, so she decided to retire. And nobody here, Kofa looking around, but nobody here. Euler, JP Fuse, none of them are buying that story. Clover. That means this is the third time a Vice Guild leader has left your guild this year alone, right? Oh. See, I think I'm calling shit out right away. Indeed, it seems like I've been a bit unlucky lately, or he's just like a do or die. If you're not going to be useful to me, I'm going to throw you aside like you're nothing. Don't you? But you know, we are here for a reason. We can continue this conversation later. Shall we be on our way? Oh, Band's got no time for this. And walks away. Clover, yeah. Okay, Euler walking forward. Never get a read on that guy, says JP. It's not like you'd want to know what someone like him is thinking. Yeah, so I've got this feeling. I'm not thinking Aizen Mayuri. Who am I thinking? He never looked, not Byakuya or anything like that. Because that was a whole other story, reason for his, like, isolation attitude. Shit, I really wish I could remember. Let's see. So, Kofa says, wait, is there something wrong with Mr. Band? Oh, so she's all fucking concerned. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we got the meeting table. We're in the Sky Room. We got the meeting table here, and we're seeing still all the same characters. Not many people showed up. Are they not? Oh, is this going to be like a Warlords meeting where not everybody shows up? That'd be interesting if not everybody shows up. You know what I mean? Like, sort of like how Jinbei didn't actually... Well, Jinbei was... But you know what I mean? Like one of the Warlords meetings, like, 5 out of 7 showed up. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Checking back with the chat. Says, Neve said, I'm joining the PP parts and you don't have a choice. I think. Neve says, Band is a rather sinister figure. I am looking forward to seeing what screwed up things he's done. Yeah, like I wish I could remember. I'm trying to think if it's an obscure thing nobody else knows, like Prince of Tennis or something like that. It's like the reason he's like, oh, it's that he's looking right past you. He's not even actually acknowledging you, and he pretends to be this charming, sweet person, but meanwhile, he's not even giving you the time of day. Maybe it was Shokugeki no Soma? Yeah, anyways. Sultan Jamjum says, you probably already answered this, but what's up with the eye patch? I hope it's nothing serious. No, I decided to start a pirate crew, that's why. That or an eye infection, one or the other. Whichever one you believe in 2021 in Canada is more believable. That being said, I do live on the East Coast. It's entirely possible for me to have a boat. Just saying. Potentially started a pirate crew or the other one. Alright, so we're caught up with the chat. Let's jump back into, let's see. Band says, Band, the 9th deity. I never know, actually, that's one I don't know the pronunciation. Is it deity or deity? Pronounce. I've said both before. How do you correctly pronounce it? Let's see. Deity. Right. Band just spelt it wrong there. He put deity, but it's deity. It's E-I, not I-E. I before E except for C except for this. I guess that's what it means. Let's look up why that is. No, that's the, yeah, it's not I. Yeah. Let's see. Saving a god. Good. A deity is good for, is an actual, it is a word, it's an adjective that means good for a diet. But deity is the god, so it's deity. So band, you have a fucking spelling error there, my man. These people are clearly, well, they're actually all clearly on a diet or working out, so I mean it fits. But I'm pretty sure you weren't going for Food Wars Toriko level with the title. So yeah, leader of the Black Lens Guild. Now that's a cool title, Black Lens Guild. I like that. It's a shame nobody else came. Oh, so nobody else is going to show up. Interesting. I was looking forward to catching up with everyone. But we did meet Euler. Okay, you know what? This is kind of expected. Band's smart to not, even if somebody else shows up at the very end of this chapter, it's actually smart that not everybody does show up. Because if these guys are like the Ten Saints, or like the Warlords, or like the Yonka, or whatever, they're not going to come when called, right? So the ninth. Now, the curious thing is, does this denote power? Like, are they the ninth because they were the ninth one to join? Or are they the ninth because they're the ninth in ranking? Like, or is it more like the Gotei 13? Like, yeah, the number 1 is the strongest, Yamamoto, but 8th and 13th follow right after that. So, right? So, that's going to be interesting to ask Band. Let's see. Euler is the 3rd leader of the Sixers Guild. The Sixers. So, he's the San Francisco Sixers? Okay, cool. That's to be expected. Being summoned to a meeting on such short notice. Most would just ignore it or were already busy with other matters. Clover looks down and says nothing. Leader of the High Hope Guild, of course. And she's 5th. Okay, so we're getting a nice balance here. And opening the door. 3 out of 10. That's a better outcome than we predicted. Okay, so who's this old man? Who's Alfred? Good evening, everyone. Let's skip the small talk and get straight into it. First up, the FR cult is back. The FR cult. Everyone's like, what? The FR cult. The Freedom Rights Cult. The Freedom Rights Cult is back. Fuse says, oh, nice drawing of Fuse here. Didn't Bob and Wave wipe those guys out a few years ago? Let's assume that Bob is, once again, of course, a leader, and Wave is his vice captain. Fuse, vice guild leader of the High Hope Guild. I was expecting something a little more impactful, says Band. Okay. Yes, and just like the roaches they are, they're back. And now they have a troublesome ally. Don't tell me, says Euler. That's the only reason this meeting was called for? Surely you could have just emailed one of us to handle it, right? Clover says, humph, we should be happy it's something as trivial as the FR cult. Though I will admit calling us all in for that was a waste of time. This is true unless the troublesome ally happens to be one of them. Then it becomes a different story. The FR cult isn't the main problem here, says Alfred. The problem is their new ally. Called it. Let's see. JP says, and who is the ally that's so problematic? Is it going to be, it's either one of them or a bozo. One of them or a bozo. Let's see. Their new ally. Sweat, sweat, sweat. It's Solo Bozo. A bozo has been officially name dropped. Whoa. A bozo has been officially name dropped. One of the great 7 bozos to start off the Bozo arc. To start off the Bozo arc, it's Solo. Interesting choice. Interesting. Starting off with Solo. Okay, let's see. So other than Band, everybody else is actually shaking in their boots. Even Clover, Euler, JP, and even Fuse. They're all shaking. Band is like, I don't give a fuck. Kofa has no idea. Excuse me, Mr. Band, who is that Solo? And what is the FR? What is the Freedom Rights called? The freedom to lose your morals when you're horny. Where is that called? Because let's all join it. Fuck morals when you're horny. Yeah. That's the cult. Clearly, that's the cult's motto. I didn't make it up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not coming up with this shit off the top of my head. It was already set in stone 1,000 years ago in the writings of the Miscellaneous Discord. So let's see. Kofa, the Vice Leader, of course, the Black Lens Guild. Did he tell her anything? Alright, so she knows nothing yet. Let's see. Bam says, the FR cult are a group of cultists that worship a rat-like being. The fat rat cult? Really? Really? I like the freedom rights. The right to be lose your morals when horny just made so much more sense. The fat rat cult. Okay. A rat-like being. They believe that the rat being is responsible for people having abilities. Maybe it's true. That in itself isn't a problem. But they also believe that people without abilities were not chosen by the being and should be used as sacrificial offerings to it. Oh yeah, that's some cult, that's some, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Believe that 100%. As for Solo, he is the former, I got 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Called it out in the last review, called it out on live stream. Woo! Yeah. This man calling shit. Yes, I'm praising myself. They say self-praise is false praise. But if nobody else is going to praise me, I mean, you know, you got to have some level of self-esteem and be like, yeah, I'm praising myself. Fuck that. So, yeah, so Solo is the former second deity. Out of all of us, he was the strongest in terms of raw strength. Not to mention his very troublesome ability. Alright, strongest in terms of raw strength. Alright, interesting. You'd think it'd be Bob. Ban said he was always preaching about peace and justice, then proceeded to massacre his entire guild. After that, he fled outside of human territory. That was the last time any of us heard or saw of him. Clover says, until now. What would someone like Solo gain from working with the FR cult? Let's see, Alfred over here saying, no idea. The Fat Rat cult was already troublesome on their own because of all their members are ability users. But with Solo joining them, and the cult beginning to resurface after being silent all these years, we get the feeling something big is going to happen, and soon. Euler says, so what do you want us to do? Hunt down Solo? I mean, if they're all shaking in their boots, maybe they should, like, combine forces. Like, alright, if they, in terms of raw strength, wouldn't you make, like, Euler and Clover's guilds work together on that? Let's see. Alfred says, no, we'll be having Griever. Yeah, we'll be having a certain ruggedly handsome, eye patch, ponytail wearing individual. The 7th. Lucky number 7. Lucky number 7. Hunt him down. We believe his ability would be most suited for apprehending him. So I am an ability user. Interesting. As for you 6, you'll be going on a different mission. We don't know exactly what the Fat Rat cult is planning, but we have an idea. You 6 will travel outside of human territory to the gourmet world. Your mission is to retrieve the dimensional pieces. Whoa. And that's the end of the chapter. Kofa says, I haven't been home in a while. So clearly from there, we have a really nice shot here, splitting them all up into 3 groups to retrieve the dimensional pieces. What does this mean? What are the dimensional pieces? Whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, that was a chapter. That was a pretty hyped up chapter, because not only did we get teased like, oh, we're gonna see a meeting, sort of like the Warlords thing in One Piece, like, nah, we don't get to see them all yet. Hype up the Yonko, don't get to see them all, you know, that kind of deal. Playing with that, and also the fact that, alright, we're gonna drop a bozo right off the bat. We're name dropping new characters. We got some character designs here. We got an affinity for how these characters interact with each other. There's something called dimensional pieces, so they're gonna assemble the Twilight Mirror or some shit. You know, they're out to assemble the Triforce. Alright, cool. Yeah, but they're calling in, like, the main players. So that's pretty interesting. I was the one who theorized that potentially either one of them or a former one was a bozo. 1 to 2 could potentially be bozos. Now we know clearly that theory was correct. Very, very interesting. Let's see. So Sultan said, I hope you feel better soon. Me too. Miss said, I think it's either when they joined or whatever seat they hold, aka whoever replaces second becomes the new second. I would assume that's possible too. Miss said either that or Wave is another deity. So that's entirely possible as well. Neve said Wave of Bozo. Oh, Wave could be a bozo too, who knows? Miss said the hype of the most powerful bozo. Apparently Solo is going to be the most powerful bozo. Neve said, I have lost my morals due to hunger. Well, I've seen Neve lose her morals multiple times due to hunger, so this is true. Miss said, top of the verse, baby. There we go. Skin said, the strongest. Neve said, followed up by, I don't even know what the fuck that says. It's some type of kanji and Picasso. Okay. Skin said, the true goat Solo. The true goat, okay. Miss said he must have gotten horny or hungry. Maybe both. Maybe one or the other, or maybe both. Neve said, so if Solo went outside of the human territory, then that means that the Fat Rat cult was already in Pennsylvania. You know what? I'm not too worried. They got Tekking and Barry out there. They got Tekking and Barry out in Pennsylvania. I think there's a stronghold in Pennsylvania. Don't worry. Miss said, knew you'd love that. Oh, hell yeah. Of course I love that. Sun Eater is in here and says, hey, Sun Eater. Skin said, better than the last chapter? I think so. I think this was a very good chapter. I think it was really good. Sun Eater said, Miss, tell Griever the judo kid and his family. Tell Griever the judo kid and his family? What about the judo kid and his family? I have no idea what that means. Anyways, so that's the chapter. I will jump into VC here. My depth perception is all off to plug shit in or pick shit up, but we can jump into VC here for a little bit, and we can talk to some people about the chapter, see what people are saying. If anybody feels like it, I will be in. I won't be in MISC, so I'll be in my own. I'll be in my Discord. I'll be in the general voice channel if it connects. Looks like it did. If anybody feels like chatting for the next, half hour or so for the stream. If not, that's cool too. Miss said, oh, he'll see that in the VOD. Yeah, I'll be listening to the VOD of Misk's when I'm cooking supper here after the stream. Yo, what's up, band? I'm doing good. How are you doing? You must be on a good high right now. Everybody, I assume everybody else enjoyed the chapter.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask, how do you feel about
I have you know what the problem with that is? I'm hyped about it because they're like, okay, no, we're not sending you guys, because the only one that wasn't worried there was Band. Like Clover was worried, Euler was worried and stuff. Clearly, if I've already been sent off on the mission, it's like, yeah, all right, I'm lazy, but I'll go fucking take care of them. So, but the problem is, I feel like this might be a bit of a Blackbeard Ace situation, where all of a sudden, I'm the Ace and Solo's the Blackbeard, and all of a sudden you find me, and it's like I've been kidnapped, captured, beaten, something like that, and off screen, and it's just going to be like, oh no. So I do have that sneaking suspicion that is a possibility. Because Solo's a bozo. We can't, maybe I managed to track him down, maybe I beat him to a stalemate or something, but I don't think it's going to be so easy that I just track him down and I get him. Like, no. That's a main character villain shit.
They did say that,
There's something you need to remember.
Yes.
The last two letters of your username or the last two letters of the word jobber. You need to take that into mind.
Alright, calm down a little there.
Oh, Jesus.
they did say Solo was the strongest in terms of strength.
Yes, but they said that...
Strength, but even if he does have a kind of hack ability, it seems to be implied that he doesn't have the most hack stability.
Yeah, because it said in terms of raw strength, so in terms of physical strength, like you could argue, like, right, this is not a spoiler for Miss, but you could argue right now in the Marines, Garp still is the strongest physically. He's stronger than Akainu, Aokiji, or Kizaru. Their devil fruit is what makes them dangerous. Garp is just raw fucking physical strength.
The Garb's is really goddamn
Yeah,
strong.
you could argue that even if he's not the strongest Marine, he's physically the strongest. So you could make that argument. So like you worded that very carefully. And also the fact that you said that, yeah, he's also got, on top of that, he's got a troublesome ability, but you also mentioned in the chapter that my ability is suited to fuck with this guy. So there must be some reason that it's like, okay, sort of like the, once again, just using devil fruits, the whole like Luffy Enel thing. You know, it's like, oh well, like Enel's got a really like fuck that devil fruit. The good, you know, the Goro Goro is just like fuck this is super strong, but it's like I'm rubber, bitch. That doesn't do shit. You know.
It literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it could be something like that where my ability happens to be an antithesis for his troublesome ability.
Mayhem. Now I'm curious if listen, even though it, as far as we can tell, the like seat numbers are not reflective of strength. It's probably like a Gote thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
The number one is gonna be strong. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So we need to know who that is. That's gonna be the next big thing. Who's the strongest of the deity?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be the secret first deity. You know, the hidden deity.
Stop with the fucking made up people.
I can't think of who has joined the server and left.
Oh, people who just joined the, like, one of those accounts that just joined and then left after 2 minutes.
Not even 2 minutes, like a few seconds. Yeah, better watch out for let's see. And actually, after each of your Kengan reviews, there's this guy that joins then leaves instantly. This Quivante guy.
Yes, Quovante. The strongest of the 10 deities.
Oh god.
So, to give you,
this guy.
to make a very long comment reading short, Griever.
Okay, I have returned.
The judo guy, I may have mentioned this to you once or twice. There was a dude who commented on a few of my Kengan videos about how his fucking dad taught him quote-unquote ancient judo.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
And then how he went and would just fight random people on the streets.
Yeah.
So, on a Kengan review from a few weeks ago, I made a joke about Filipinos. The joke about Filipinos being the most powerful race on Earth because there's a Filipino character that's really goddamn strong, and there hasn't really been an explanation yet. So far the explanation has just been, oh yeah, he's Filipino, that's why. So I made that as a joke in the video. And this guy comments, actually Jamaicans are the most powerful race on Earth. And this one guy replies to him laughing. And he responds with 2 replies that have to add up to about 1,000 fucking words. We should turn it into a copy pasta.
Holy
he is explaining
shit.
how, due to the... How do I sum this up very slowly? Due to the way that slaves died off during the slave trade, only the strongest ended up being in Jamaica, and then his Jamaican family practices selective breeding to basically create a line of superhumans.
By that logic, Canadian slaves that escaped are the strongest too. I mean, it's different. Like, what is he talking about?
Griever, I have zero fucking idea, but frankly, for someone that's never even joined the Discord server, this guy makes a way better bozo than someone like Sneeze, who was just kind of annoying and then got banned.
Yeah, absolutely. The judo bozo.
The judo super soldier. There you go, band.
There you go. There we go. We got another bozo.
Yeah, he practices judo throws on Bob.
There you go. I mean, I'm gonna say that for all intents and purposes, that guy's fucked. That's just the way I'm gonna put it.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. And the weirdest thing was about his comments is that they did not contradict. Like, they actively referenced previous comments he had made on my channel.
Wow.
As in, he remembered shit that he said on here back in, like, fucking January or February.
This is, a little disturbing. Not gonna lie.
A little, yeah. And then maybe if Theo isn't good enough, we can always replace him with the one guy that said speculation was immoral and I should stop doing it in my videos. They can still be the weakest bozos, because they would be replacing the weakest bozos, but they would just have way more substance.
Somebody is going to.
Or we can just add them to actually make it so.
I'm trying to remember. I had a commenter. It's probably not the same person, but I had someone actually complain that my opinion doesn't matter or whatever about something because I was like bitching about Sanji or something like that. And like recently, and somebody basically said like my opinion doesn't matter shit, blah 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 blah. And I remember commenting in like this. The way I can describe it is like if it was voiced, it's sickly sweet. Like, I am so sorry that my video on my channel has my opinion, and I'm not gonna try looking for it. I was going to, but I can't even remember which video it was. But fucking, it was hilarious because this person actually went down, and I think both Skin.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I think both Skin and Tenryo went out there and fucking defended me before I even saw the fucking thing. It's like, it's his fucking channel. You don't have to watch his video.
Wow, even Skin stood up to defend you?
I think it was Tenryo and Skin both looked at it and went.
Might have been Sun Eater.
Might have been Sun Eater. I'm not sure, but I think it was two normal like viewers fucking even went in there before I even saw it. Like, who the
Skin vibes.
Well, I'm checking the chat. Skin, are you saying that I'm too quiet? I know I always sound kind of quiet.
I did raise the volume on OBS just in case because I have it lowered for game audio.
That was 8 minutes ago, so that was like right when I joined, so that's probably fine.
It could be. I'll start looking for that. But yeah, so Band, is there anything that I missed in this chapter? Is there anything I missed that you want me to comment on? So I went through it pretty extensively, I think.
I'm not sure actually. I don't. You might. I don't know. I think you're okay.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
I don't think I missed anything. You know. Like
certainly. Solo's the former number 2.
Yeah, that's a big thing. That's actually.
And now that raises the question: who's the current number 2, and who is number 1?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think it's the hot woman that we saw the silhouette of. And I have zero fucking clue whatsoever as to who that is. I have no idea.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of curious about the idea that, okay, so Solo's number 2 because that's a theory that I had. Now that's been proven right, but I wonder because we don't know the other names of could potentially right now one of the current of the 10 could still potentially be a bozo in the future.
I think one of the 10 could end up being.
Yeah, like for all we know, Shugon might be the 10th, right now, and we don't know.
Yeah. Or. Oh my god.
Oh no. What do you
could always have. Oh my god. Hello. It is a new member of the 10 deities. Hello, Balder.
Oh god. I am actually surprised.
That would work really well.
I'm surprised that because everybody was saying, now Ban didn't ever allude to this, but everybody was saying that it's going to be me versus Balder. So it's actually shocking that right now off screen we've been told it, but we've been off screen told that Solo is out there, he's a bozo, everyone's scared, and I'm going after him.
Yeah, Shanks is going to fight Kaido.
Right, it's sort of like that sort of thing right now. But as I said, you might have missed this part, but I did say, I was like, this could go, it might go a Shanks Kaido way, could very easily go an Ace Blackbeard way. So I'm actually worried for myself. Yeah. I'm worried for my livelihood now.
Yeah.
I am very
I think what'll happen, what's going to happen is we may run into you while you're on the way to go do that.
Maybe that's the idea, because like otherwise it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how it would.
I'm
trying to think.
You guys are gonna love it.
Because I was wondering when is Band going to do the Bozo arc? Because this could be One Piece type setup where we set up Marineford at the end of Ennie's lobby, and then we had fucking all of Thriller Bark, and then Shabody, and then now we know Marineford's gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep. Oh, it was Tenryo. I just found it.
I've just had quite the thought.
Oh,
Whenever Shugen shows up, he's probably gonna interact with some women.
Yeah, because it is canon in real life that Shugen seems to have some kind of issue with women.
Maybe he'll interact with the woman deity.
Oh, well, there's two of those.
I imagined that Clover would be the one that we would have fight Shugen. I figured that one would work out.
Yeah, that could work.
Now, I actually asked this to Neve earlier, but just based off the little bit you saw, do you believe that how do you believe that JP and Fuse matchup would go, just going off their banter?
I mean, JP seems to imply that he's a bit stronger than Fuse, whereas Fuse is just making fun of his height.
Yeah, I think it goes that I think JP's probably stronger than Fuse. Yeah, if they were to, I think it'd be a high diff fight, but I think 9 out of 10 times JP would win.
Yeah, they're relative to each other, but JP probably wins a majority of the fights.
Yeah.
I see.
Just going off of it, because it seems like Fuse is just like, oh, I can make fun of you and stuff, because it seems like JP has been around longer than Fuse in that position, I feel.
Yeah, and now more fuel to my theory that Band is V.
Yeah, like I said that, that was one of my theories too, is that V is either maybe Band is V, but one of the 10 is V. Or
Listen, the way it all stacks up, we've got a numbered group of very powerful people. You're going to have probably about 3 of them end up being traitors, either current or past ones, like we have with Solo. And then at least one will die at some point.
V could be a bozo.
V could be a bozo. This is true.
Yeah. It could be, like, right now in this current arc, like, we're setting up the bozo arc, but the current arc could still be against V. We find out V is one of the bozos, maybe one of the weaker ones, and then fucking all of a sudden we're like, then we start the bozo arc. It's like we have discovered the bozos.
You could have a thing where we defeat V, and then, like, Solo or fucking Shugen shows up, like Aizen style. Hello, stops your theme song with one finger.
Yep. Ting.
You guys are gonna love the bozo arc. I can feel it.
Now tell me, Band, I'm curious. How soon are we expecting this bozo arc?
Don't expect it to. Don't get your hopes up
Okay,
too high.
so we're doing a little bit of One Piece setup where this is stuff that's gonna be happening.
It's not in 2021. How's that?
Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna tell you for a fact, the bozo arc will not happen in 2021.
There we go. So it's something. The arc is to look forward to next year.
I know you said this current arc that we're in right now is gonna be ending on chapter 19, chapter 20,
give or take.
Okay. It would be. You said it would be like 9 chapters.
Well, then that means that there's an arc. See, then I think my theory holds up.
Would be the first real major.
Yeah, I think that means that the next arc after this shorter arc is like, which feels like a post arc. Then we're gonna jump into, because we're introducing all the people, we're introducing some world building, we're introducing like some threats. The next arc after this arc, like let's say chapter 20, the next arc is going to be against V. Whether V's a bozo, regardless who V is, I think the next arc is our first, like, sort of major arc. Maybe not a big arc, but our first real major arc against a real antagonist. It's going to be against V. We're going to beat V, and then we're going to move on from there.
Oh, Tenryu, hello. Have you been reading Band's comic?
I've been rereading Tori, though.
Yeah.
Damn. Well,
I'll be like that.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I'm in the Century Circle arc. So
when it comes to Toriko, keep your mouth a little sealed. Band's only just gotten to the start of the Century Soup arc himself.
Yeah, Band's actually been starting to read it, so we gotta
We gotta keep our lips sealed a little
on
bit.
the Toriko. Yeah.
I am looking forward to the day where everyone is caught up on Toriko and we could just spoil the hell out of it.
We will the miscast stream. It's the big WrestleMania sign that we're pointing at in the distance. It's coming someday.
Yeah,
soon enough.
it's a big neon sign. Toriko miscast. Big neon flashing sign in the distance.
Miscast. We never did this before for some reason, but now we have more people to talk to.
Yep,
It'll
and
be 10 hours long.
yeah,
The 10 out. Yeah. Okay.
it'll be a long ass stream.
Probably not longer than the last One Piece miscast. but
That
it'll
was
be-
long. That was almost 5 hours.
That's the longest single stream I've ever done. The night that we talked about Balder, it got interrupted, but I did like 6 hours of non-consecutive stream.
This is true.
Yeah, like, that was a great stream. The latest One Piece miscast. That was a
It was
really good.
fantastic.
It was.
Like, we covered a lot of ground in that stream. God damn.
Yes.
I mean, it was Marineford. Of course, we had to dedicate a lot of time to talking about One Piece.
Yeah.
This is true.
So, what are you guys talking about right now?
We are talking
That's
about
funny.
Dan's comic that he's been writing.
Yeah, chapter 15 dropped today, so we were discussing it because there's some hype. There's some
There's
hype.
some interesting development.
And it also means that, okay, so this is sort of working like, okay, so we have the human territory, and Kofa, being a furry, is from outside human territory.
Well, not necessarily, because we know body changing abilities exist. So maybe
This-
that's just a manifestation of that.
Could be, but I feel like this is meant to be a race.
Well,
Yeah,
we know Bob is like a fish man, so
Right.
we know there are animal people of various varieties.
Exactly, and it's
moving on to
it's
human
too common. It's the classic cat ears and cat tail, so or dog ears, dog tail thing. So I
Pretty sure it's Fox stuff.
oh, is it a fox? So-
Yeah, it's a fox.
Oh, that's what we're going for. Whatever. They like seriously. You no matter what, from the '80s till or even the '70s of anime till now, you draw ear. Everybody draws ears the exact same way. You know what I mean? Like animal ears. So
That's correct.
But yeah, we're getting into some good stuff. I'm looking forward to this arc. You guys might enjoy. Well, actually, no. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna enjoy it. A
Well-
lot more entertaining than the previous arc.
Oh.
well, that's
Well,
good.
because the new arc is like a whole big.
A bit of setup here and there.
It's the first.
Yes.
Yeah, right now we're in setup time.
Yeah.
The
Feels
next
like,
arc is the first real big arc.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be
Feels
what,
like
like 20
post-arc One
chapters or
Piece.
something? Like it's like a full length arc.
Yeah, well, actually, let me count. I don't remember.
Ooh,
off the top of my
boy.
head.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
plus,
gonna give you an exact. I'm not gonna give an exact number though.
Plus, we established see the thing is the early like the first 10 chapters was establishing our cast and crew. Let's establish the world. Here's what the world is. Here's the power system, and here's our crew. Then you get to move on to good stuff. So of course, chapters are going to get better as the series progresses. If it got worse, I mean that would just be weird, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite.
So
One moment. Where? Fuck, wrong tab.
Yeah. Yeah, this arc really feels like a post-arc One Piece, I think.
Kind of, yeah.
little.
And it's funny that it's happened after only 10 chapters.
Well, it's actually
Very worried.
it's usually
continue.
it's actually a unique way to do it because I mean think about the hype of every time we have something like this. 10 Wizards, Saints, Akatsuki, fucking Yonko, fucking Warlords, whatever. In manga, it's always a hype chapter. So, point of the matter is that why can't you do that early? It establishes the it establishes the world powers very early on. It establishes plot points very early on, and it's just like okay, like we didn't need. You know, technically, you didn't need Shanks, Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom to be revealed 500 chapters, and you could have revealed them within 100 chapters. They still would have the same amount of hype today as they did then. Doesn't matter what really,
Okay.
you know.
So all I'm gonna say is that the first major arc will be over 15 chapters.
Nice.
Oh, that's a pretty good sized arc.
That
Over
sounds
15.
delicious.
You see, what we've been doing for the last 5 chapters, what this reminds me of, is in Jujutsu after the Cursed Womb thing. It was basically up until the start of the Mahito arc. It was pretty much just kind of doing different stuff just about every chapter, and then you would have some that would kind of be like the Gojo fight with Jogo. That was them. That lasted multiple chapters, but it wasn't really like a single coherent arc. It was just kind of showing what a bunch of different people were doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't lie. I was a bit worried because I was like, is it okay to show off like the 10 powerhouses from the get go? And then I was kind of like, ah, fuck it. Hopefully it works
Everyone
out.
wants to show the powerhouse
Yeah.
from the get-go.
But
You
you,
do it.
you also didn't really do that though. You did it in the same way that Garp did it for the Yonko. Like Misk has yet to meet Kaido and Big Mom, and it's fucking 600 chapters into the story.
Yep.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Repeat that?
Did you mean Luffy?
No, Misk, you haven't.
Oh, right. Yes. Oh, in my reading.
Yeah, in your reading.
In my reading,
that's
I
what
did
you
not.
meant.
Yeah,
Other
Misk.
than
Misk has read about 600 chapters of fucking One Piece and is yet to meet Kaido and Big Mom. They were hyped up for forever and still has yet to meet them.
We've
So
been vaguely aware of their silhouettes
so
for like
yeah,
200 chapters.
technically you introduced basically 2 new characters. That's about it.
True.
You didn't actually introduce all 10. You introduced 2.
Yeah,
you
I feel like
introduced 2, you name dropped a couple more.
Yeah, and you name dropped a couple. Yeah, you name dropped 2 and you introduced 2. Because you got
Yeah, I feel
Griever,
like if
Solo,
I-
and
I feel like if I introduced all 10 in one chapter, that would be kind of too much to chew off. No, too much to bite off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
You
Gotta
should
do
do
it
like a
proper.
little bit of drip feeding for
Yeah.
stuff like that, where you want to have some that are, there's still excitement for who will be
Yeah.
revealed in the future.
Because there are 4 that you guys don't know yet now, right?
Does that mean
And if
Wave
not-
is one of the deities?
Well, I mean, did you see the silhouette and the character? I posted his character design.
I
and
don't remember what Wave. Doesn't Wave have big hair or some shit?
okay.
Hold up.
Wait, so Wave is not the vice captain then?
I mean, I'm not sure if I should just. I mean, I thought it was. Fuck. Yeah, he's.
Well, it's a possible interpretation, but yeah, that's what I figured, is that he's one of the deities. Because it
I
was
mean,
just like, oh
I
yeah,
I figured the other way. I figured the other way. I figured because he mentioned is like, oh yeah, Bob and Wave took care of it. Well, it'd be like saying Clover and Fuse took care of it.
Yeah, but his outline.
I think
was
because it was
hoping
in
that
the
you
context of the 10 deities. They were
Sure,
like, oh, yeah, these
fair
2
enough.
of us already took care of it.
Oh, either way it works. I'm
Yeah.
saying that the possibility, the way it was worded, still leads me to believe that it could be either or.
This just goes to
Well-
show how much I've forgotten like a bunch of people's designs until they show up.
There you go.
Well, if anything, I'm very excited to show off the other deities.
It's-
We
I-
need
we
to
know.
know who
All
the
10.
fuck the woman is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
genuinely have zero clue as to who the hell that's supposed to be.
Yeah. Let's
That's,
take a
uh,
second.
Yo, that's me after Ban's very close
Oh
second
no!
Oh no! Your hair grew by like 10 feet in 3 chapters.
Do not worry about it. Do not worry about
No.
it.
I look forward to you guys power skipping the deities, finding out which one
Oh,
is stronger than which
Power
one.
Skill. My favorite.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with that.
Soon. I mean, you can try to power skill if Miss can take on X, Y, and Z, but I mean, it's pretty obvious
can't,
in
yeah.
my opinion.
I think Misk right now could take on maybe Vice Guild leader level, if you want to use Yonko commander level as a thing. I think Misk might be able to high diff a fight. Maybe not win, but that's about as far as anybody in his guild can go right now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that I'm like a couple tiers above the other guild leaders. Or not the other guild leaders, the other guild members.
Yes, I
Um,
agree.
but for someone, even now, it still feels like someone like Fuse or JP would probably kick my ass. And
Yeah,
Kofa probably has hidden power. Kofa hasn't shown off power levels yet, but that
Yeah.
almost feels like unintentional setup for someone's gonna fight Kofa, and they're like, I have to fight this chick, and then she just steamrolls.
yeah. She could go like she could have like feral mode or some shit.
Oh
yeah.
no, the
I
feral
mean, she's
furry.
from
The feral
from
furry.
Pennsylvania too, so like, she has to be, Pennsylvanian levels of strong.
It's always the ones that you never expect that you expect the most.
There you
Oh
go.
my god, she's gonna be like Kobani, isn't she?
Oh god,
No.
where she's like super incompetent most of the time, and then like one whole time she's absolutely lethal.
Yeah.
It could be possible. You never know.
Now it makes me wonder. This is actually there's really no way to like kind of base this off of, but how do you feel that Fuse would do against Ban? Just
I feel like Fuse would maybe kind of lose a bit hard, maybe even.
Yeah. I feel like...
Because of the way everyone, Band was the one. Maybe it's just his personality, but when they were like solo, Band, although he looked more concerned, was the only one who wasn't sweating.
Yeah, I think Band right now, out of the ones we met, is the strongest one that we met. I think he can beat Clover or Euler too.
I feel like Band would actually be a weaker one, but in terms of like navigating social situations, would be quite the tough.
You think he's just that good at being a guild leader?
I feel like he's not the strongest physically.
Yeah, but
in terms of taking people off, he is.
Well, maybe, but it just seems like, for example, when Alfred showed up and basically said, okay, so Solo is the ally, everybody was sweating because it's like, okay, what do you want us to do about it, is their first thought. That's why they were all concerned, because Euler and Clover were sort of like, oh shit, like, I can't take Solo, is sort of the impression I got. Like, holy shit, what are we going to do? And fucking Ban seemed like, oh, if they order me to go do it, whatever, I'll see what I can do. Like, he seemed sort of like, oh, because Ban didn't know that Alfred wasn't going to say, okay, Band and Clover, you guys going to have to go deal with Solo. Like,
What tells you that he didn't know that?
Yo, speaking of that...
The fact that, well, I mean, he could have, but there's no indication that he did either. I'm assuming that he didn't know the information, and then... maybe he's got a network of spies and he already knew. Maybe. Who knows? It's possible.
I gotta ask, how do you guys feel about the FR cult and like what they're doing?
I was laughing my ass off.
The fat rat
cult.
cult.
Inside. Because I suggested that to you as like a joke.
I remember. And like, I remember when you told me that, and I was just like, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The fat rat cult.
Now, name aside, I did. Alfred here did mention that their entire cult only has abilities, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I think we're gonna probably fight either V's goons again or those guys next door.
I have a feeling.
Because I think the bozos are gonna be separate from the fat rat cult. Like the fat rat cult will be gone, and Solo's like, damn. Anyway, I guess I'll go do other stuff now.
But what would Solo want to do with the fat rat cult? Why would he?
I don't know.
Actually,
He wants to bring about some kind of absolute justice of some kind. Because he's hungry or some shit.
Oh no! See,
he's hungry or horny. Or
he's
both.
he's certainly horny.
Now that we found out that Ugly Bastard Solo is not the design, I'm more inclined to think, oh, maybe it actually is horny.
Oh, it's totally horny.
What I thought would happen is that Solo is a glutton. Solo eats a lot. That's why I thought, what was it, like the end of chapter 10, the person that was like eating chips or something? I was like, oh shit, is that Solo?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that design, because, well, that doesn't really work for a serious antagonist.
I can actually see Ban doing, oh no, I can see Ban doing this because he knows that I wouldn't give a shit, it would be with my character. That's why he sent me after Solo, be like, I lose my morals when I'm horny, and I'd pull some like Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins shit. It's like, yes, I grope tits, they're amazing. Yes, I grab ass, it's the best body part, but you have gone too far, Solo, like, or something. Like my character's all horny and be like, yes, I have a stash of Playboys from 1977, but no excuse for losing your morals. You're going down.
No excuse for lost morals.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I thought, if he was going to be the fat guy, is that when he gets hungry, like when he's fighting, he's going to be burning thousands of calories per second. And eventually he's going to return to his normal form.
Oh,
the
no.
form that we would see like the silhouette of in this chapter. And that's when he's hungry, and that's when he loses his morals. So that's his ultimate form. But apparently no, that's just his actual normal form.
Oh,
here, so.
I just thought of a third, because you just mentioned forms, I thought of a third way that Ban can get my character out of this where I don't get off-screened. Where the fact of the matter is that, yeah, I go after him, and I beat him, and I think I've won. I come back, I'm like, yeah, it was a little difficult, but I took care of him. And then what you just said, Miss, it's like, yeah, I beat him in like form, it's sort of like Frieza. I beat him in like form 1 or form 2. He came back as form 3 but he needs to access all the force, so he needs someone to, sort of like a Blackbeard thing, he needs someone to beat him down so he can rise back up, sort of idea. Maybe there's a requirement for his
He
form.
needs to go to the supervillain jail so that he can break a bunch of people out.
Exactly, or something like that. There could be a multiple reason, but like when you guys are introduced to me, I'm like, yeah, he managed to escape, but I beat him up pretty bad, so I don't think he'll be doing anything in the meantime. Meanwhile, it was all part of Solo's plan. He knew that I would be sent after him. He knew that I would be able to beat him in his current form, and he used that to his advantage. Oh, we could have some, we could have an impel down thing. We could have anything going on.
Oh, you guys are gonna really love the Bozo arc. I already know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Bozo arc. Oh, Sun Eater says Solo hates dark stuff in stories. So it's got to be dark as fucking possible. Berserk levels of dark.
Here's what I'm thinking, right? What if Farrat's like, perceived as like this ultimate bringer of peace or something?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, peace.
Also, right, this justice guy going to a cult, that sounds a wee bit familiar. I know this is probably written before that band, but this does line up with JMC a wee bit.
It does line up a little bit with my
campaign.
but who
Is
knows?
Misk's secret schizophrenic mother going to be in this cult?
Oh, who knows?
Oh.
His mother and then
I really,
be there, like.
I mean, out of all this, I'm really excited to show off some of the cult, mainly because just I can pull out wacky abilities and shit like that.
Well, considering you mentioned that every single user in the cult is an ability user, so
they sacrifice non-ability users and shit like that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we sacrifice, the blood of a virgin. It's like the blood of a non-user.
The idea of worshipping a rat is pretty fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
Well, think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Read the sacred text.
Yeah, think about it this way. Real satanic cults worship a goat. So it's not that far-fetched. It's a mammal or a mammal.
The ones who aren't being ironic worship an actual goat man.
Yes.
Not the freaky one that lives on a bridge.
No, but they worship an actual, they worship a goat man. So, I mean, when you think about it that way, worshiping a rat human is like, all right. Like, it seems within the wheelhouse.
Now, I wonder who number 1 will be.
Yeah, I am wondering.
It's a shame nobody here knows how band.
Indeed, nobody knows.
The trouble I've seen. I'm trying to think of who else could be in the comic that we have yet to meet that would be the number 1.
It's someone we'd never expect.
It could be, or you know what? Ben could pull a fast one. The first 9 are people from the server, and the first one is an OG or an OC. An OC, yeah.
Maybe.
So that almost feels like it'd be kind of underwhelming, where everyone's like, "Oh boy, I can't wait to find out who's number 1," and then it's an original character.
Yeah, that could be a bit overwhelming.
It could be, but I'm going down a list here, and I mean, it could, the only person I think it could be, honestly, is Peter. That's
Skeleton Man Peter.
He's
yeah.
here all along. He's the oldest guy to establish it, of course.
Yeah,
Why is he number 1? He literally can't die. He literally does not die.
Right? What if our bands had some secret negotiations with people who have not had their characters,
Yeah, it could be something like that. Like, I didn't know Wave had a character. I had no fucking idea.
Wave won the raffle from the start of the series.
Oh, did he? I remember that was really confusing though. Like the raffle thing.
That was. Yeah, because he donated for it like 5 times.
Yeah, and that was getting really confusing. But yeah, so.
Well, let's have a look. Who's here in the comic channel? Oh wait, everyone's able to access the comic channel.
In theory, it was someone who, had never won a raffle, but band took pity upon and was like, you're cool.
You made Fungus.
You're doing this anyway.
Could be.
Yeah,
Fungus for example. The number 1.
I mean, it could be anybody from any. It could be Kanye's in and Sun Eater are in all of Misks and my streams. It could be somebody like that.
True. It could be one of them.
Yeah, it could be somebody that's consistent, maybe not in the server, but maybe on the streams. So
These are the questions.
Of course.
Oh yeah, diarrhea man. Yes.
Oh right, yeah, of course. Who else could it be?
I'm kind of happy that for 15 chat. Hold up, one moment.
Yeah, he's gone. Bernice killed him, I think.
I'm holding. How long does he want me to hold? Oh God.
Just you wait. I think
I have
Bernice, you know, I feel like Bernice going against Solo would be a good match. Because let's say Solo has some hacks ability where you need to lose your morals to hit him, right?
Yeah.
Bernice would be the perfect matchup. Because Bernice, that man has no morals.
Oh my God,
at
I
all,
forgot about
but everyone
Bernice.
respects
It's
her
totally
winning.
Bernice.
Yeah, it could be Bernice. Oh, you know what would be great because Van threatened to do this type of thing. There could be extras where Bernice and I are there just watching people like eat all this mounds of food, and we're just like we're sitting there, we're like arguing over. It's like pasta's better, no steak, pasta, steak, pasta, steak, and just like going back and forth. It's like who's got the better cooking?
Ah, yes, the chef.
Yeah,
Cooking god Bernice.
Yeah, that's if his ability was something to do with pasta, that'd be fucking or like cooking, that'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be amazing.
It's me, Bernice.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel like Bernice wouldn't have anything related to cooking pasta. It'd be like cooking some sort of drug. Knowing Bernice.
Bernice just has cooking powers. He's just a Toriko character.
Yeah, you just make him a Toriko character. He's sunny. He's got this, like just whatever. Either
Like pasta hair.
Yeah, pasta hair. There we go. Bernice has pasta hair. Official. Confirmed.
It's canon.
You heard it here first.
Doesn't Bernice, band, am I forgetting or misremembering, but doesn't Bernice have fucking Gurren Lagann sunglasses?
Yeah, he does.
Nice.
Yeah, he wanted those.
That's amazing.
But I'm pretty happy. The main reason is because this is my first time actually like writing a series, right? And I was a bit worried that it'll be really fucking wonky from the start, but it's been doing somewhat decent. Like the story is kind of alright from what I've done for 15 chapters. Yeah.
I mean, you can tell from early chapters that it's your first story, and you're sort of like you're testing the waters here and there a little bit. It's not like let's be real. It's not like the first two chapters like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing since Lord of the Rings. But it's like, but it's also like, okay, it's trying, it's doing this, it's doing that. Okay, I'm intrigued. You know what I mean? Like there's so far for 15 chapters strong so far, I haven't seen any real flaws with pacing or dialogue or storytelling as of yet. Everything is
dialogue, but forget the spelling errors.
Well, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, I get you though. I get you.
But yeah. The only thing I'm disappointed in is that I thought that Euler had like awesome burn scars and an awesome mustache going on with that shading.
I thought he had facial hair,
and I'm like, no, poor Euler, because he looks so cool with that scraggly mustache. I was like, oh no. Yeah. Sun Eater wants to know about Elden Ring gameplay, Misk. Have you seen any?
Of course. Yeah. Wait, Sonny, did you really think I haven't watched the Elden Ring gameplay? Here's what happened. The Elden Ring gameplay trailer came out, and I was so motivated by it that I started writing my next D&D campaign. I have already done more prep work for the world building in the last week than I have for literally any other D&D campaign that I've run before. Which is only 2, but still, it's way more world building than I've done for either of them. And it's still like 2 to 3 months away.
Yeah.
Speaking of world building, we're getting into the Pennsylvania stuff.
The gourmet world.
Oh no, we're entering the gourmet world. Oh no.
Let's enjoy it.
I think we will.
This is another reason Dan has to read Toriko.
I cannot wait.
Of course.
Actually, yeah, Miss, you've only had the Throne of Bones channel in your server for like 4 days.
I know, isn't it amazing?
Wow.
All inspired by Elden Ring gameplay and someone's really fucking good art project.
Jesus. Well.
But yeah.
So yeah, does anybody have any lasting things to say before we end the stream so I can go cook myself a nice little meal?
Believe that's all I've got to say.
Yeah, I'm just happy you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, yeah.
You're welcome, Ben Rush.
Yeah, you're welcome that our high cost, our Tenryobito levels of excellence have allowed your peasant level comic to entertain us.
Oh boy.
No, just watch out for
Yo.
Judo guy showing up. Yeah.
Oh, judo guy.
Yeah, beware Judo Man. His
All I'm gonna say is
Jamaican genetics.
look forward to the Bo's arc. I feel like it might live up or maybe even go past some of your expectations.
Well, that'll be good. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. I think we all are, really. But that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everyone for watching the video, watching the stream. Don't forget to check out Miscellaneous, the comic. There are links on both my channel, Miss channel, our Discords, everywhere for the comic by Band March. Thank you very much to Band, Neve, and Miss for jumping into the stream. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and for once, hydrate responsibly as always, as I always do. And we will, yes, responsibly. And we will see you, ladies and gentlemen, back here next time. So stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.